Welcome to London, where 7,000 city slickers are ready to take on the men's self-survival of the fittest, powered by Land Rover. This is the first time the event has come to the capital, and with 7,000 entries packed into Battersea Power Station, we're in for some fun on an industrial scale. It's been to Nottingham and it's been to the capital cities of Wales and Scotland. But the 2011 Survival Series finishes right here in London, where we can expect some fun and frolics as they take on these obstacles. So let's get over to Rob Walker for a look at the course.
Well, what a unique opportunity this is for some 7,000 competitors to get up close and personal with one of London's most iconic landmarks. Completed in 1933, the Battersea Power Station is the largest brick structure in Europe. You can see it from so many different places around the capital. The ideal backdrop and the ideal beginning for a grueling course of 16 obstacles. And once they've left the power station, the competitors will snake their way around Battersea Park. Taking on the assault course, that's an individually timed obstacle. They do a lap of the track before heading back into the power station complex. One of the challenges is Mad Max, so it's Mel Gibson, Eat Your Heart Out, and then they move round to the rear of the power station, and after putting on their safety helmets, they get a rare chance to go inside before completing the last few obstacles, and it all rounds off with that dreaded Wall of Fame.
There's a record field of 7,000 here today, and if we could somehow harness their energy into the power station, we could probably light the entire city for the rest of the year. But we can't. What we can do, however, is enjoy some hot air as we meet some of the competitors. What's the idea behind the all-in-ones?
I can't see. We're starting to regret it now, to be honest. We can't really breathe, and it's going to get horrible out there in these, I think.
Well, it won't be easy, whatever they're wearing. Plenty of photos and plenty of mental preparation for the challenge ahead. It'll be easier for some than others. Well, from superhero to super fast. Greg McDonald is the man who won in Nottingham. He arrives here with a big reputation after beating Ross McDonald, no relation, but the Cardiff champion before that. It all came down to the Wall of Fame, and the man in the middle was the only one to get up at the first time of asking. So Greg will be out for victory number 2.
So, Greg, last time I saw you was heaving yourself over the Wall of Fame to victory in Nottingham. How's it been going since then?
Yeah, really good. The RAF have been putting me through my paces.
What's your game plan if you have one?
I'll hold back slightly at the start and let everybody take off, and then hopefully just try and work my way through, put the effort down on the obstacles, and take it from there. I'm just going to do the best that I can. I'll put everything on the line.
Well, Greg beat Ross in Nottingham, but the man who won in Wales is out for revenge.
I did Cardiff and won that race, and then I did Nottingham and had feeling a bit ill, still struggled around in 6th place. Here to do my best today. It's really exciting doing it in the capital. There are a few guys out there that beat me before, but I think I've beaten them before as well, so hopefully it'll be close and a good race.
Well, Gareth Petts is another one worth keeping your eye on. He finished 7th in Nottingham, but he's very experienced and he's pretty gutsy too.
It's my 3rd one, so a little bit aware of what's going to happen, but I think a bit more nervous as well. I feel that I'm more suited to the obstacles with the breakup of the running.
And you got a big game plan for that?
Just stay with them as long as I can.
At the front of the pack, the battle to win the inaugural event here at Battersea will be fierce, and it's almost time for the start. So let's join Rob Walker to see who's got the pedigree and who's heading for the dog zone.
Well, here we go then. We have the Cardiff champion, we have the Nottingham champion. It's all to play for here. A familiar fast start as they make their way towards the hay bales. If you were watching coverage of the Nottingham event, you'll know how important it is for these competitors to get over those bales as quickly as possible. Ross McDonald in the middle of your picture there, just going quite well. Gareth Petts, the slightly diminutive figure on the right-hand side, he's gone through quickly as well. Just watching out alongside him, 1689, Aaron Dunkley. So they're into the parkour zone here. Real effort right at the start of this course. 16 obstacles here. We had 10 in Nottingham, so this is going to be even harder. And it's all about being able to cope with your rhythm being interrupted. Don't worry about the guys in the lime vests, they're just ahead of the leaders to show them exactly how it's done. So a sharp left-hand turn, and Petts is moving ahead of Dunkley. Now comes Ross McDonald with his namesake Greg behind him. So once again, Greg McDonald just starting a little bit conservatively, as he did en route to his victory in Nottingham. But now the familiar loping stride is taking him past James Ralph into 5th place, and maybe just beginning to make his move. Meanwhile, the rest of the 7,000 competitors are getting a first taste of what's to come on the rest of this course, and it's every bit as difficult and challenging as it looks. Meanwhile, Gareth Petts in the lead. Ross McDonald, little tap on the back from the Cardiff champion, and he looks really smooth and comfortable there. Petts hasn't lost any ground, but McDonald is definitely looking the stronger of the two. Hundreds go in each of the waves. There are more than 20 separate starts throughout the day. Everybody looking to get over those hay bales as quickly as possible. Some looking a little bit more colourful than their rivals. Well, Ross McDonald trying to capitalise on his early advantage in the lead as he enters the Stars gym. So Ross McDonald leads. Gareth Petts in 2nd, Alex Brooks, the Ironman triathlete, in 3rd, and Greg McDonald, the Nottingham champion, in 4th. They then leave the power station complex and enter Battersea Park. A good chance for the quality runners here to get into a rhythm before the next set of obstacles begin, and it's still Ross McDonald with Greg now right behind him. And when this happened in Nottingham, Greg McDonald went straight past Ross and on to secure victory. But they now come across the waterworks. Ross and Greg, barely anything between them. Almost a serene scene here compared to the busyness of the power station, and Ross McDonald took an unnecessary soaking there. Greg moved into the lead after the Cardiff champion fell over, and you can see the lead pair now moving away from Alex Brooks in 3rd. So the duel continues with the timed Tissot assault course, a 5-star physical rating for this challenge. And look at that, there's nothing between them. They're being told to turn. Greg McDonald into the lead, taking no notice of the marshals. It's only a safety warning, so he won't be penalised, and it shows you his attitude when it comes to these obstacles. It's what got him the win in Nottingham. But so far, Ross McDonald is doing a better job than he did in Nottingham of staying in touch with the man who beat him to the title. This is developing into a fascinating duel between these two. Now, Greg lost a little bit of time with the scramble nets in Nottingham, and he's doing so again because look at Ross McDonald on the near side. He's taken some, 15 metres out of his rival, and that will be extended further because Greg had to stop to get his shoe back on there. This is Alex Brooks, the international triathlete, in 3rd. And Chris Daniels breathing heavily, just making hard work of the scramble nets. He's in 4th. Gareth Petts still progressing solidly here, but we've left the park behind, and now the challenge and the climax will be back in the power station complex. Ross McDonald has a look of determination in his eye as he takes on a new challenge. This is tyre torture, and it certainly looks a little bit tiring, if you pardon the pun. Very difficult to get any kind of momentum or rhythm on this challenge, as Brooks and Greg McDonald now close in behind him, and Ross will be quite happy to get past that obstacle and move on to the urban jungle. 4-star rating through the cars, and there's a choice of 3. But he's already thinking about the next stage. Now Alex Brooks has done well, takes a little bit of a tumble there, but he's not hanging around, and he's managed to overtake Greg McDonald into second place. So the Nottingham champion is under a little bit of pressure here. Meanwhile, hundreds more get out and attack the inaugural running of this course.
It's awesome. Best course ever. The obstacles so far have been awesome. Getting a bit west has been a bit heavy. Other than that, great times. Bring on the mud.
And there's plenty of that.
Oh my goodness me.
This is fairly horrible.
No problem for the superheroes. Or is there? Well, if you look the part, you've got to deliver. 3 to choose from on the car challenge: Nissan, Peugeot and Metro, and it looks as though it's the French car that's winning.
Yeah! Come on!
And still they keep on coming.
There are thousands of people out here on the course, and if I'm honest, London hasn't looked so muddy since the Romans were here. Join us as we conquer the capital after the break.
Welcome back to the Men's Health Survival of the Fittest, powered by Land Rover. 4 events around the country, and the climax of the series is right here in London at the Battersea Power Station. 7,000 competitors taking advantage of this unique opportunity. 10k and 16 obstacles, up, under, through, in and out. One of London's most iconic landmarks. And believe me, this is a lot harder than it looks. Greg McDonald's in 3rd place, the Nottingham champion. He's got his helmet on because he's about to go inside the power station. Ross McDonald with a sizable advantage at the moment. You can't even see the athlete in 2nd place behind him, but he needs to press it home here. He won in Cardiff, but was disappointed with his performance in Nottingham, but it's so far so good here in the power station.
Obviously, a new course that hasn't been done in previous years. Yeah, looking forward to any new challenges that crop up. If it comes down to it, then hopefully the experience I've got, if it's a sprint finish, get me over and get me over the line first.
Confident words from Ross McDonald. Brooks is still in 2nd place, but Greg McDonald, the master of the obstacles, cannot be discounted. In 3rd place, but with 4 obstacles remaining, it's 4 chances to gain.
I'll go into any obstacle with a, do or die kind of attitude, and I think it's not to be feared or intimidated of them, it's just give it everything you've got.
So, helmets off, they're back outside, and we're gearing up to what could be an intriguing climax to this race. If you saw our event in Nottingham, you'll realise it came down to a virtual sprint finish. Will it be the same here in the shadow of the power station? Ross McDonald, the Cardiff champion, is still in the lead. Just about 400 metres to go, 3 obstacles, the first of which is the coal yard. Ice, mud and water. It's like an extreme spa treatment. And he will not be enjoying this one bit. Straight through the ice. He might need some of it afterwards to soothe some tired muscles, but at the moment he just wants to get to the finish line, through the wood chippings and the water in the skip. Now he's going to get a little bit muddy. Well, and as if to make sure, he just gives himself a little bit of a facial. He needs to maintain his focus here, because Greg McDonald and Alex Brooks are not far behind. There is Brooks. And you can see Greg McDonald going through the central mud pit there, just on the right-hand side of your screen. And he cannot be discounted yet. He really does love these obstacles. But can either of these guys produce something special in the last few hundred metres and put the Cardiff champion under pressure? Big leap from both of them. Almost reached the end of the swimming pool immediately, but they'll be tired and they'll be wet now. And they know that the big one beckons. Nobody wins this challenge unless they have scaled the wall of fame. First comes the Land Rover obstacle. McDonald has certainly paced himself really well so far, but it can all come unhinged in the face of this, the 8-foot wall. He knows it's coming. The crowd are responding. He has a little look over his right-hand shoulder just to check where Brooks and Greg McDonald are, and they are coming, but they will not deny him this victory. Well, he made that look so simple. He didn't go so well in Nottingham, but he was good in Cardiff, and he's been great here in London. Now, Greg McDonald, victorious in Nottingham. The best he can do here is second, but to finish as runner-up, he's got to get past Alex Brooks, who just takes a little slip there. McDonald on the far side. Brooks is desperately trying to scale it. Now, McDonald shows a bit of experience, changes ropes. He's right next to the man he's trying to beat for second place. Brooks has fallen, almost takes the cameraman with him. And somehow, Greg McDonald, just as he did in Nottingham, has clawed his way up the 8-foot wall, and he will take second place. Fantastic determination by the man from the RAF, and Brooks is a spent force, I'm afraid. There is absolutely nothing left in the tank, and the crowd are willing him to get across the line. He's had a really good race so far, been up there among the leaders for so long, but he's going to need a helping hand here to finish on the podium. And it's arrived in the form of Nicky Palmer. Great camaraderie here at the Battersea Power Station, and the sporting gesture is greeted with a round of applause, and Brooks returns the favour, helping Palmer up onto the top of the wall. A well-deserved third place for Alex Brooks. He's absolutely shattered, and so too is Gareth Petts. Another gutsy performance from him, and another gutsy run awaits yet another wave here.
7,000 people here today, mate, and you was the first across the line. Was it as difficult as you expected it to be?
It's more difficult than any of the ones I've done before. New obstacles are chucked in. I was expecting them, that still just take it out of you. Cardiff and now London. I think it's the big one though, so I'm really chuffed with that.
Camaraderie here, whether you're winning, losing, drawing, wherever you are in the field, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. It's 7,000 people here, and you've got people cheering you on all around the course.
So, Greg, second place, how does that feel?
To be honest, great, actually. It feels good. Once again, I've been lucky on the wall through determination, brute force and ignorance. I knew that deep down, if there was going to be one threat out of everybody, it was going to be Ross.
So that wall of fame has come on, it's done you a few favours, really, being so difficult, because you do attack it.
I kind of thought, have I got it? And then when he slipped, it was something deep down that, you know, you've just got to call upon every now and then.
Well, Greg McDonald and the boys at the front have shown their determination, and it's being displayed all over the course, in and out of the power station, as the rest of the 7,000 competitors pluck up the courage to take on the 16 obstacles and make their way to the finish line, getting muddier and wetter with every step.
How do you get out?
Almost a helping hand required, but his modesty prevented him. Well, while it's wet, frantic and fun in the power station, elsewhere on this course, you could almost say it was rather more serene. Battersea Park, a lovely place for a Sunday stroll. Meanwhile, at the wall, they just keep on coming and keep on slipping. Another great example of teamwork, and the odd superpower helps as well.
That wall killed me. I couldn't get up it. A lot of fun though. Time for beers.
Well, London's famous landmark provides a brilliant setting for a post-race beer. Well deserved. Every single one of these competitors gets their medal and their official finishing time. Fastest of the day was David Henderson, 38 minutes 25 seconds. Greg Foote produced the fastest time on the assault course, just 41 seconds. Well, while the band, the beers and the banter keep flowing for those who finished, for others out on the course, it's still all to do.
Oh, mate, come on, it can't be that bad, can it?
Oh, no, it's really easy.
What's the toughest bit up till now?
Sending off the application, it was a bad move.
Good luck. Mate, where is your sandbag?
Sorry?
Your sandbag, you're supposed to be carrying a sandbag.
Am I?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Go back up and grab a sandbag.
Oh, God.
Down. Go for it and I'll catch you up when later. That's more like it.
Why aren't you helping me?
I'll tell you what, here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Oh, no, I ain't taking it all the way. There you go. Have a good one.
Well, a happy word from Mr. Macy, and slowly and surely they make their way towards the Wall of Fame and a well-deserved finisher's medal.
Mate, if you're struggling just there, you've got the Wall of Fame, which is 9 foot high, to come.
Oh my God, I can't. But to be fair, if I've just done all this, what's another 9 foot wall, hey?
Well, we're about to find out. It's not the most elegant of climbs, but she's getting closer. Come on, you can do it.
Help me up, someone.
The best ascent of the day, surely. And she's made it.
That was officially shocking. Great fun. Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
You look really worried.
Yeah, it's so high.
Have you enjoyed it so far?
Yeah, it's been awesome.
How did you get up this thing?
Come on, darling.
Do you want me to give you a little bit of advice? Get some help?
No worries.
Not just a Commonwealth champion, a gentleman as well.
Well, that's it from London. It's been an impressive inaugural event. And for the 7,000 that can say they conquered the wall, they've earned the right to go home and tell the tale. But from us, until next year, it's goodbye.